Hey guys, how y'all doing? Happy Monday. Just wanted to come on here real quick and see what y'all guys were up to. Well, I just finished an interview. Fingers crossed I get this job, we'll see. But it was for like a little front desk admin associate for the city. So hopefully I get this job. Yeah, I get some decent change. We'll see. I think it went okay. The questions were fairly simple. They only asked me like 10 questions. There was 3 people on there. They did like a round robin. I hate when they do that. But they told me as soon as they get done with the rest of their candidates, blah, 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 they'll give me a call within the next couple of weeks, so we'll see what happens. I'm very optimistic about it. I think I did okay. But anyway, the movers are finally coming. Yay. 30 days later, y'all. 30 days later. I can't believe they took this long to bring my stuff up here. They actually texted me on the weekend. I want to say on Saturday when I was at the casino. They were like, hey, this is the movers. We're heading up your way. We're in Atlanta right now. And then they texted me this morning saying they're going to bring my stuff tomorrow morning between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. So fingers crossed, nothing is lost, stolen, or damaged, because the last thing I need is my bed to be broken or my dresser to be broken because it has a mirror that's attached to it and then my TV stand. But that's all I was literally waiting for. My TV stand, my dresser, my bed, and a few little closet items that were boxed up, and my kitchen items are boxed up. And I didn't even have that many boxes, y'all. To be honest, I only had like 20 boxes. That was it. But anywho, I'm just glad they bringing my shit up here, and then they telling me, we only accept cash, Zelle, or postal money orders as method of payment for your balance remaining. And I said, okay, that's fine. Speaking of balance, how much do I owe you? Because the moving company told me they're giving me a late shipment discount because it's been well over 21 days. And he ain't responded yet. He was like, I'm waiting on my manager. Oh, okay. Well, when you figure that out, Tomas, that's the man's name. Yeah, you be lucky to get 400 or 500 out of me, because the original quote for the remainder that I owed them was going to be 1107. They ain't getting 1107 out of my black ass. They can forget that shit. But yeah, it's been a long time coming, y'all, but I'm finally getting my stuff. It's a damn shame it took this long. There was no reason for this. Like, I could see if they had bad weather along the way, because it was snowing when I first arrived here at the end of January. But the weather wasn't that bad. It wasn't like it was a blizzard. The thing is, like I said before, it's a bidding war. I learned a very valuable lesson. If you ever do a long distance move across country, I would either suggest getting a U-Haul, doing it yourself, and then hire some movers to help you load your U-Haul, you drive your own stuff, or find a mom and pop shop that actually picks up your stuff and delivers in a one-way move. Like, there are companies out there that are probably a little bit on the pricier end, but well worth the investment, knowing that you can get your stuff in like 2 weeks or less. This was, like I said, ridiculous. This so-called long distance carrier van line bullshit. They're all the same, literally. They're all a bunch of call centers and brokerages that sell you a lie, basically, and they don't deliver as promised. It's sad. I hate to say it, but yeah. Like I said, fingers crossed, nothing is broken, lost, or damaged, or stolen. I just hope and pray to God nothing is lost or damaged, because this whole entire time while I'm in my precious apartment, my belongings have been sitting in a storage in some raggedy ass warehouse around Texas, and no one, and I mean absolutely nobody, was giving me any type of update. I had to like literally harass these people and then call the police just to get an update and make sure nobody stole my shit. And once I called the police, that's the only reason why I'm getting my stuff now. Because once the police got involved, they didn't have no choice but to get a driver. Because I said, there's no reason why it should have took this long to find somebody to bring my shit up here. I understand y'all are being cheap. Y'all want to find the cheapest, bidder to bring my stuff on a semi. But it's not fair to the person that spent all this money. Mind you, again, I spent nearly $2,000 sitting here waiting on my stuff to be settled and never got settled until now. But this is the perfect time. I'm so glad they're bringing my shit because this whole entire time I just literally been chilling. I've been chilling at home. I haven't really been working a 9 to 5. I've just been hustling here and there with DoorDash and stuff. So the quicker the better, because once I start working, I don't want no type of interference with my work because I'm going to be on a whole 90-day probation. Just with work, how new jobs are. And it's a hassle, especially when you have to ask your job to take off for certain things. That's why I'm trying to hurry up and knock out everything that's important, like this move, for example, and all my lovely VA appointments. I have a new patient appointment to meet my new doctor at the end of this month sometime. I forgot when. And then the beginning of April, I have to meet up with a lovely gynecologist people and figure out when the hell they're going to surgically remove my fibroids. But yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot going on. But other than that, that's pretty much it. It's just little stuff that should have been done a long time ago that could have been done, but they just sat and just dragged their feet. But I'm just so relieved my stuff is coming. I'm so tired. And, let me tell y'all about the little dilemma I had when I got back from DC the other day. So on my way home, thank God everything was fine. Yesterday, I got up and I went over to Panera Bread to grab me a bite to eat. And I was coming right the hell back home. Like, it's literally less than 2 minutes. It's in a shopping center. And after I grabbed my food, I started hearing a funny rattling noise in my tire, like something was caught up in there. I said, what in the hell? So I think I accidentally punctured it somehow when I ran over something in the road. I don't know what the hell I ran over, but whatever it was, it tore up my tire pretty damn good. So I ended up going to Firestone yesterday after I stopped by the Wawa because I was going to get me some brew because I had a rough day. And after I grabbed my 2 little brews, I went to Firestone, dropped off my car. They told me that they would figure out what's wrong with my tires first thing in the morning. Then they hit me up this morning around 11 a.m. They sent me the quote in my email, and they were like, there's a nail in one of your tires, and there's a huge piece of metal in between your rims. I was like, what the fuck? So I ended up getting 2 new tires because of that, because they said that the puncture was not repairable. Forked over $200 and something. Thank God I got a Firestone credit card. Shout out to Firestone. They saved my life, literally. They right around the corner, thank God. And they told me that the other 2 tires got a little bit of wear and tear on the tread, but they're okay until summertime. So I got a little bit of ways to change them, but I plan on changing them soon, just not right now. And that's it. But yeah, I also learned when you're driving out here on these streets, it don't matter if you're in Virginia, it don't matter if you're in DC, the roads are bad here. Like, I knew the roads are bad, but I didn't know they were that bad. Like, how do you get a piece of metal stuck up in your tire and you barely leave your door on the highway? Like, I'm barely on the freeway. And the first time I hit the highway was when I went to DC over the weekend. I was like, what the hell? But anyway, the problem has been solved. I got 2 new tires, so I'm relieved. It wasn't nothing major. If it was something major and it required more money, I probably would have cried. But like I said, I'm just glad I got a Firestone card because that's what saved my black ass a lot of hassle. It saved me a lot. But I had a good weekend, though, overall, even though it's been hectic throughout this whole entire journey of moving and getting settled and stuff and finding a decent job. But I had a really good time. I really, really loved that casino I went to and that hotel. And the sightseeing, looking around the different statues and stuff in DC, I was exhausted. I was so tired when I got off that road because it's like 2 hours from here. I went straight to sleep. I was knocked the hell out. I put my phone on silent and I went straight to bed after I hopped the shower. But yeah, I was so dizzy, just ripping and running all day. The whole entire weekend, I was just gone. Like, just ripping and running, looking throughout, the city and being a real tourist. But I like DC though. This is my second time actually going there. I went to DC a long time ago, back in like 2018. But I really like it. It's got good vibes, good energy. The people seem friendly. They're very carefree, gives me a lot of Cali vibes. Very heavy duty LGBTQ friendly. I've seen a lot of lesbian couples walking around. And yeah, they're a different breed. Yeah, they different over there. I just like the fact that they have street music, people playing on guitars, like right in front of the White House. Like, that was a shock to me. I didn't think they would allow that as close as they were in front of the fence. But they had all types of Secret Service and stuff patrolling. So it wasn't like nobody was in any type of harm. But I just thought it was really neat how people expressed themselves and how open they were. I didn't hardly see anybody protesting, surprisingly, but I saw a lot of tourists, just walking around. But one thing nobody told me about DC, I don't know if I mentioned it in the other video, but no one told me that they have a very large Amish population. I've never seen Amish people in real life. I thought that was fascinating. I'm not gonna lie, my ignorant country ass, I don't really see much around, coming from Texas. So when I seen the Amish people, I was like, whoa, this is some real shit. So I saw these young white girls. They had these little cute bonnets on the back of their hair. And I saw the young white guys. They had to be like 18 or college age or some sort. They were very young. And the guys had on these ugly hats, looking like Jeepers Creepers with suspenders on and boots on. And I was like, damn, this shit crazy. But yeah, what the funniest thing was, I wish I would have got a picture of them when I seen them fly by my car. But you all know that the Amish, they believe in horses and wagons. They don't believe in electricity. However, when I seen the kids in their traditional dress, they were riding on scooters throughout the city of DC. That shit was hilarious. Oh my God, it was so hilarious. I was like, wait a minute, where are their horses and buggies? But I'm assuming the reason why they were on scooters is because of DC. It's probably something with the laws, because DC is a little weird with like the animals restrictions. Because when I was in the park by the MLK statue, there was a big park sign that said no pets, no horses, and something else. So that might be one reason why they have to ride the scooters. And you could just pick up a scooter. Anybody can just get it from the bike rack. You swipe your credit card, you pay like $1 by the minute or something like that. But I will never get my ass on a scooter. My big back ass fell off a scooter one time when I used to live in Austin. Oh, and I learned my lesson so quick. I broke my nose in 3 places when I fell off that scooter. I can't keep my balance. So ever since then, I said, no more scooters for me. Nope, no more. But I thought it was such a hilarious picture, just looking at Amish people on scooters. Y'all had to see that for yourself. But yeah, it was weird. And I've seen a couple of Jewish people, the traditional Jews, the ones that wear like the long curls. The men have the curls in their hair. They different too. They wear like all black with black top hats, looking like Abraham Lincoln. I wish I would have got a picture of these niggas, man. I wish I would have. Y'all would have laughed y'all's ass off. Y'all wouldn't have believed me until y'all seen the pictures. But it was all types of folks, from like Arabic to like Indian to white people to black people, Hispanic people. But another thing that threw me off about DC, and I kind of already knew about it, but really didn't set in until I started riding in the Ubers. Every Uber driver, I kid you not, they were Ethiopian descent, all of them. I was like, wow, this is so different over here. This is crazy. But yeah, they're all super uber friendly, and it's a very big melting pot of different cultures. You have to go see it for yourself. If you've never been to DC, I highly recommend you visit. Specifically, the Monument area, that what's called the National Mall, is a huge national park where thousands of visitors go to that park every day. I'm talking by the busloads. It's like a clown circus. I saw school buses, charter buses, veteran buses for military veterans. I've seen all types of buses, tea party buses where people serve you like English tea and muffins on the bus and wine. Like it's nuts. But yeah, the DC is a whole nother world, and I'm definitely gonna go back because the only place I did not get to see, I swear every time I go down there, I always miss something historic and something that's black, is the African American Museum. I'm definitely going to go back and check it out because you have to go on their website. It gets so crowded down there. You have to actually make a reservation to get a ticket to actually visit the African American Museum. They don't just let people just walk in there. You have to have a ticket. So that's the next thing on top of my list is the museum. And then the Firestone Man earlier today told me to check out the Black Wax Museum in Baltimore. I said, bro, I don't know about Baltimore. I'm a little leery about Baltimore. I'm a little scared to go there. I've never been to Baltimore in my life. From looking at the TV show called The Wire, it kind of scares me a little bit in present day 2025 to go to Baltimore. But another place I do want to visit is Potomac Mills. I heard that's a very, very nice neighborhood outside of Baltimore area. So very like a lot of wealthy black people live at. And there's a big shopping center. It's like a big shopping mall called Potomac Mills where they have thousands of like restaurants on the water. Very, very pretty. But whenever I get a chance and I get a little bit of change, I'm definitely going to go back. Just not right now. Because a sis is broke right now, okay? I gotta wait till I get some change. But overall, it was a really breathtaking experience. I was nearly in tears when I saw the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial statue. It was a big-ass statue, by the way. It's about 50 feet or higher, and it's beautiful. It looks just like MLK. It looks just like him. And just reading the inscriptions on the back of the wall behind the statue, it gave me purpose. It gave me hope for the future. Like, I was just like, this is what's up. You know, I love that the way they honor him, and I love the way that they have so many black historical monuments. He's not the only one that's down there. I don't know who the others are, but there's a whole ton of monuments. They're all over DC. You have to like really research and look them up. But there's a lot of black museums. I heard the Smithsonian Museum is very nice too. You have to have a reservation to go there too. And there's one more down there. I can't think what the other museum is. But yeah, it's amazing. It's a beautiful sight to see. You have to check it out. Like I said, do your research and Google. See what's around. But yeah, I'm definitely making like a little visitor list so I know where to go when I go back down there, just not right now. But yeah, that was a really good outing. I really enjoyed myself just walking around, looking at big ass buildings and looking at all the stuff. It was just so different. It was so refreshing. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I've seen some sketch people. Don't get it twisted. When you leave the monument area and you're going to like downtown DC, where you're in the smack middle of everything, going closer to the White House, and you go into the other parks, it's kind of like Central Park, New York. You're gonna see a lot of sketch activity, I ain't gonna lie. But I felt hella safe because the police is right there. Like, they're either walking on foot, they're sitting in their cruisers, or they're just literally standing guard somewhere with an AR-15 nearby the White House. Like, I felt super safe. So it wasn't like there was no police presence. It's just when you leave the tourism areas, that's when you need to worry. But outside of that, I think it's all right. I mean, you just have to keep your head on a swivel no matter where you're walking. But The craziest part is that I hardly saw any homelessness. I saw like maybe one or two people, but that was it. I didn't hardly see any of them in the tourism areas. You'd be surprised. As many places as I walked all over the place on Saturday, I saw like a lot of like well-off people like dressed in suits and dresses, and I even seen a whole wedding. There was a bride and a groom taking pictures in front of this fancy ass hotel. I think it was like the Ritz-Carlton or something. And that same hotel where they were taking pictures at, they were so pretty, by the way, was where the Black Lives Matter sign was at. Remember on the news recently, they took down that Black Lives Matter sign? Well, it's bad. Like, they tore up the street, and the street is just like a whole pile of rubble. It's so sad. And I was just like, why are they doing all this? This doesn't make any sense. They ain't hurt nobody. Like, you know, just it's like they're being a Karen about political shit. I don't know why, but it just looks really bad over there in front of that hotel. And I've seen like a lot of people taking pictures of the rubble, of what's left of it. It's horrible. It's just like a big ass crater in the ground of rubble. That's all it is now. But yeah, it's a vibe. It's a different vibe. I haven't had a chance to actually explore the restaurants because I was just so tired and I was running low on time and it was getting dark and I didn't want to stay there past 6 o'clock. But I'm definitely going to check out the restaurant scene the next time I go there because I'm going to have to do some TikToking because, you know, TikTok always has good suggestions. And I will keep you guys updated and posted. But other than that, like I said, I've just been chilling at home. I'm just patiently waiting for my belongings tomorrow and patiently waiting for a new job, hopefully. We'll find out. We'll see. And I'm so glad, so glad I left the post office in time because I don't know if y'all kept up with the recent news of the orange pumpkin or AKA Cheeto. But Mr. Cheeto decided to go ahead and lay off 10,000 USPS workers, I want to say 2 days ago. It happened on Friday. When I seen that shit, I said, oh, I'm so glad. So glad, because if I would have got laid off from there, I wouldn't have been able to go back. I probably would have collected unemployment, which would have been nice, but it's better to quit than to get laid off, especially when it's a massive layoff, because they won't hire you back right away. It's sad. Like, I just don't understand why he won't leave the federal employees alone. It's so sad. It's just like, we are all trying to make it. We are all struggling. Why are you messing with all these people? I don't understand. I feel sorry for the VA workers too. He laid off over about 5,000 VA workers the last time I checked the news. And see, that's why I don't really be watching the news and shit. Because of that. This is just always something negative. It's never anything hardly positive on there. But one thing I will mention before I go, because this damn video is almost 25 minutes long. Did y'all see the news about the track runner that went viral? She was all over YouTube and like Good Morning America. It was a black girl. She was a high school track runner. And she went viral because she bopped another track runner in front of her with her baton. And she tried to play like, oh, it was an accident, blah, blah, blah. No, it wasn't. It was no damn accident. She got mad and jealous because the other girl was beating her. So she popped her upside the head twice. Not once, but twice. If she would have did it once, she probably would have slid with an accident. But now, the last update I got from the news is that she got charges pressed against her. The police charged her with simple assault and battery because she hit a girl upside the head with a baton twice. I said she will go down in history as that one black girl from high school. And the high school, by the way, is over here in Virginia. I found out. She went to some high school in Lynchburg where my homegirl stays at. It's like 2 hours from here. I said, yeah, she gonna go down in history as that one black girl that bopped another black girl upside the head with a baton on a track meet because she got mad she was losing. Yeah, she's not gonna be forgotten. This kind of reminds me of the time when that white lady named Tanya Harding, you know, the Olympic lady, the ice skater, she had hit another ice skater in the knee with a baton because she was losing. And she actually got disqualified from the Olympics because of that. And they stripped her of her medals. They actually made a whole documentary about it on Netflix. That's probably what they're going to do with this black girl. Since she went so viral and she became so famous for hitting somebody with a baton upside their head. She definitely going to get a documentary. Believe that. She definitely going to get one. But yeah, and then she doing all that fake ass crying and alligator tears talking about she's not violent, blah, blah, blah. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. I'm just like, stop lying. Stop the cap. You know damn well you knew what you were doing. It was not an accident. You were clearly losing. You got mad, so you hit her upside the head twice. Let's just get the bag out the water. And then her parents on there, mad, talking about we gotta drive 3 hours to court, handle all this BS, da-da-da-da-da. But I'm just like, it's your daughter's fault. Don't get mad now because you gotta drive 3 hours from whatever town you were in where the track meet was. Blame her. And then I've seen another video of some kind of protest of some black activist doing a rally for the girl that was accused of the assault and battery against the other girl, talking about they defending her because she didn't do nothing violent. It was an accident. Okay, keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that. But I guarantee you, if it was anybody else of another color, they would be screaming charges too. But yeah, that was just simply black on black crime. I don't care what nobody say. That was black on black crime. They know what they did wrong. They shamed, the parents are shamed. They mad, they blasted all over TV, and now they got to pay. But yeah, I was just like, damn. That girl was only 16, y'all. The girl was only 16 years old and already got 2 felony charges. No, actually not felony. They misdemeanor. Correction. The news said there was misdemeanor charges. But still, it's still bad. It looks bad on her record as a juvenile. But yeah, it's just too much going on. Ooh, I'm tired. Too much going on. But I'm about to get off of here. It's almost 4 o'clock. Lord of mercy. That time be moving. I didn't realize it's already 3:30. But y'all have a good one. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.